Bonjour tout le monde. Today you're going to learn how to say people's names and to say their nationalities and to say where they are from. All right, so we've got il s'appelle, elle s'appelle, nationalities, and where people are from. So first I wanted to go back real quickly to your name. You all know how to say your name, je m'appelle whatever, but we don't know how to say what is your name, or you may not know how. So if you hear someone say to you, comment t'appelles-tu? Like if you're walking down the street and someone says, comment t'appelles-tu? They're asking you your name. It means, what is your name? So the answer to that would be je m'appelle and your name, right? To ask what someone else's name is, comment s'appelle-t-il? Is what is his name? Comment s'appelle-t-il? And the answer would be il s'appelle Tom or whatever. His name is Tom. Il s'appelle. So his name is il s'appelle. Comment s'appelle-t-il? What's his name? Il s'appelle Finley. Oh. A little note on il. Il is spelled I-L. Depending on what font you use, like the one I have here, when you do a capital I, it looks like a lowercase l. So to me, that looks like a double L, but I typed in capital I-L. So keep that in mind when you're typing, or if you see it written like this, I don't want to confuse you. Il is spelled I-L, all right? And autocorrect loves changing il to I apostrophe L I'll. So you have to be really careful. Every time you type in IL and you want to say eel, you have to make sure you click on it or else it will change it to IL. If that gets super annoying, you can always add a French keyboard to your iPad and then it won't autocorrect it anymore. All right, and then for girls, the question would be, comment s'appelle-t-elle? What's her name? Comment s'appelle-t-elle? And the answer is elle s'appelle whatever. Elle s'appelle Jen. So for boys, we had il s'appelle, and for girls, we have elle s'appelle. So s'appelle doesn't change, right? It's just the il or the L beforehand. Comment s'appelle-t-elle? What's her name? Elle s'appelle Mrs. Percy. All right, so you can also say their nationality and where they're from. The nationalities don't change from when you were talking about yourself. So if you're talking about a guy, you want to say he is French, he is English, he is American, he's Canadian. You would choose one of these things. And if you're talking about a girl, she is French, she's English, whatever, you choose one of these. It doesn't matter what you are, it matters what the person is that you're talking about. So for me, if I'm a girl and I'm talking about my husband who's American, I would say il est américain. He is American. And I would choose américain, the guy way, because my husband is a guy. All right? So it doesn't matter what you are when you're talking about other people. It matters what they are. All right? So 2 little sentences here. This is all for guys. So il, for their nationality, you want to say he is American. And the way to say he is il est. So if you wanted to say American, il est américain. If you wanted to say French, you would say il est français. If you want to say he's English, il est anglais. All right? And where they're from, it starts with the same way, il est, because we're saying he is again. But instead of saying he's American, we want to say he is from. And that little word de is how we say from. Il est de whatever in a town. So I have il est de Rockland. So putting it all together, il s'appelle Monsieur Randall. Il est américain. Il est de Cushing. All right, for girls, it's the same thing except you're changing everything from il to elle. All right, so for nationality, elle est, and whatever nationality. Elle est américaine, elle est française, elle est anglaise, making sure you choose the feminine nationality. And for where they're from, elle est de, she is from, and then a town. So elle s'appelle Mrs. Duke, elle est américaine, elle est de Rockland. My video is going to run out here in a second. This is the most important slide. It keeps everything together. You have 3 separate sentences for guys, 3 separate sentences for girls, but the only thing that changes is the little word on the front, the il or the l. All right?